What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. Yo, listen, guys, we got something pretty good today, man. We got this mother, right? I was suppose a single mother. Dropping her kids off at the doorsteps, right? Dropping her kids off at the doorsteps. Now, this is some sad behavior. This is some sick behavior because listen, right? We do understand most women are not acting like this. Most of your sisters, let's be clear, most of your black women are not doing this. Most of your black mothers are not doing this. But this woman decides to sit over here and drop her kids off at the front door of her baby father's steps, right? In the front door, and you just up and leave them. Now, we're going to go ahead and hear the news on this, man, but it's mighty sad, man, because once again, I do say most of your women won't do this stuff, but the sad thing about it is this will be your women, man, who sit up here and say, hey, listen, I love my kid. Hey, listen, I don't need no man. Hey, listen, I don't need no man to raise my child. I can raise my child by myself. I'm independent. I'm this, that, and the third. Yada, 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 yada. These are your women, man, who will sit over here and beg the judges to say, hey, listen, I want these kids, man, full time. I want these kids full time. These will be your same women who will beg and complain that I want these kids full times. Now, I did say that most of your sisters don't act like this, but what I will say is they are as spiteful as this chick is, right? You just have a lot of your sisters that won't sit over here and pull some stuff like this, but they will be just as spiteful, man. And that's the whole point of this video, how spiteful a lot of your women can be. And as I stated before, you have a lot of your women, man, who sit up here and say and will fight to have full custody. When men are saying, hey, man, listen, ma'am, number one, your kids need to be in the father's life, right? The father needs to be in the kid's life. So you don't need to be alienating them. You don't need to be sitting over here trying to take majority of the custody, right? Because you hear so many times women say, hey, well, listen, the custody goes to the person, man, who can be stable for the child. Most of your men can be stable for the child. And the reason being is because the man has to give the woman money. So listen, if the man is giving, we can sit over here and talk about, oh, well, we're only asking for $50 or we're only asking for $100. At the end of the day, you're asking this man for some money to support you when you don't need the money, and you ask for full custody when men fight day in and day out to get the same amount of custody that women have. Men want to be able to hang out with the kid for a whole week, while women get to hang out with the kid for a whole week. But no, what we have right now is women being able to hang out with the kids Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, and the man only gets a child for a day or two. Like, let's be realistic here. And it's sad, but let's look at the video.
Camera recording.
Desiree, we got stuff we gotta do. That's come on, come on. She's almost ready.
Yeah. You can't make this up, people. You cannot make this up.
But once again, we have so many women that will defend women up and down. That will defend women up and down. Now, I'm not saying that most of women would defend this behavior, but once again, these are the same women, man, that come from the same place that your women come from, and who sit over here and try to argue with men, who sit over here and say they're independent, who sit over here and say they're boss babe, who sit over here and say they don't need a man to survive. Because once again, these are the same women, man, who will sit up here and say, I take care of that kid way too much. Where's this man at? You will hear so many women, oh, well, the man isn't doing this. Well, the man isn't doing that. Well, the man isn't doing this. This is the reason why I had to do this, because the man is never picking up the kid. This and that. They will always come up with an excuse. Here's another video of a woman, right? Supposedly the mother didn't take the child up to the door. So this woman decides to take the child up to the door and leave the child there and go run off. I guess while the mother is in the car. And hey, once again, how sad, how bad can you be? But once again, I've never seen men do this. You can't even find a video of this happening, but you can see plenty of videos of women doing this. But yet these are the same women, men, that come from the same place of these feminists, that come from the same place of these scissors men who sit up here and say, well, I don't need a man. But at the same time, y'all men don't take care of y'all kids.
From her perspective, Kiera Wood says she was just trying to help out a friend and she never left this little boy in danger.
I just feel destroyed. Because I love kids. Y'all making me look bad.
She's now under investigation for child abandonment. This is the full video given to us by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. From the time she walks up to the porch, rings the doorbell, knocks, and then runs to her car is about 20 seconds. She spent 8 seconds waiting on that porch for someone to answer.
I never ran off and just left him there without even seeing if somebody came to the door. The lady was halfway to the door.
This is the woman who answered the door. She tells us it is easy to see through her front glass window, and she corroborated the clothing Kiera said she was wearing. Although Kiera took off so fast, this woman said she never even saw her at the door.
And the only reason why I started running is because it was chilly outside, and I didn't have no sweater on, as you can see on the video.
The entire ordeal unfolded Wednesday night when the little boy's mother asked Kiera to drop her son off at his father's house while she waited at a corner store. Did you ever ask your friend, why am I doing this? Why aren't you just staying in the car with me, helping me get to the right house?
She told me, she said, friend, I need you to do me a favor. I can't drop my son off at my baby daddy's house because his wife has a restraining order on me.
Turns out Kiera got the wrong house directly next door to the father's home, and he wasn't even at home at the time of the drop-off. Telling Eyewitness News, this mother never informed him the little boy was coming over.
At the end of the day, y'all are just trying to blame me, but it was really the mother's fault. I'm just an innocent bystander.
These are the same women who will defend bitter baby mothers. These are the same women who will sit up here and say, hey, men should be paying alimony. Men should be paying child support. These are the same ones who will sit over here and fight for full custody of a child, but then complain for having full custody of the child. Then sit over here and use that as an excuse as to why they can extort, as to why they can use men's money to support their lifestyle. These are the same women, man, who will support and who will encourage piss poor behavior, who will encourage degenerate behavior amongst our women. These are the same type of women, man, who will sit up here and say, hey, why is she paying that man child support money? He's a bum. He's this and that. Why is she sitting over here giving that man alimony? He must be a bum. But then turn around and say, hey, well, listen, sis, you did the right thing by taking half of this man's money because, hey, listen, you did all of this and that and this, that, and the third for him. So now that y'all having a divorce, you deserve something. Hey, man, listen, you didn't sit over here and took care of his kids. You deserve some money. These are the same type of women. These are the same women, man, who will agree with feminism. That's the cherry on top. That's the cherry on top, people. And for the life of me, I cannot find another video. Man, but there was another woman. I believe this was a sister, but it was that night, and she left 3 of her kids. Man, at the baby father's doorstep. And once again, these are the same women that will be in your shade room defending piss poor behavior, that would be sitting over here jumping in my comments, man, sitting over here saying, hey, well, listen, no, I agree with this bitter baby mother because why is this, why is that? They will always stand out. These women will always stand out, and it's just mighty sad. But let's read these comments. So someone says, well, it's becoming clear and clear why children in single mother homes have the worst possibilities to become strong, independent people. So someone else says she should lose custody behind this. Yes, this is ridiculous. And the fact that, listen, it seems like the baby father is well off. So he just had a bad batch. It seemed like he just went ahead and busting in the girl, man, that he had no business dealing with, right? But you can see that he's well off, and for her to be doing some of the stuff that she's doing, obviously, man, she's not on her 2 feet. Let's just be real. She's not on her 2 feet. You see, he has multiple cars in his driveway. You see, man, that it looks like he has a very beautiful home. So once again, he's well off. And the fact that women still have custody, the fact that she even have any custody, and you can obviously tell, man, she can't keep up with this brother. She still gets custody of this child, and 9 times out of 10 she has majority custody. Now I know people are going to say, well, why are you saying that? You must be assuming that. Well, pattern of recognition, right? You look at you look at all of these videos on my channel. You look at 50/50 dad on Instagram. You look at who's the deadbeat on Instagram. You look at fathers are important on Instagram. They will show you, man, that there are plenty of women, man, who have this kind of mindset, who are very bitter, who are very spiteful. Let's just be real here. Someone else says all that just to run to the next dude, right? That ain't going to stay with her, right? Just to run to the next dude that's not even going to consider her as a wife. Someone else says, I wouldn't give her back either. Someone else says, this is so depressing. I pray that the father gets full custody. Someone else says, that would have never come out of my mouth. Drop mine off and leave. She's good over here. Someone else says, deadbeat moms. Someone else says, she's rushed off to go spend that child support check. So someone says, keep it simple. Apply for custody and request she pay child support. And then someone else says, that's great evidence in court. Someone else says, poor confused little queen got me in tears, man. The premeditated triflingness is mind-blowing. Can't even come up with words. Where in the world does a parent find that type of behavior to be normal? Where do they find this type of behavior to be normal? In the Black community. Because as I stated before, it seems like these are the only sisters are the only ones that's doing this stupid stuff, putting the babies up, man, for sale so they can sit over here, man, and get some, as O'Shea Du Jackson say, white keep it hype, right? The white keep it hype. You get what I'm saying? I've never heard a man sit over here and give up his kid, man, for some drugs. I've never heard a man sit over here. I've never seen a video of a man dropping his kids off at his baby mama's front step. You can't even show me a video of that. You couldn't even prove that. But yeah, I can prove plenty of videos. And like I said, there's a whole nother video. There's a whole nother video of a woman, of a mother doing this exact same thing. I just can't find it. Right? I just can't find it. But if I could, I would, but I can't, so I ain't. But yeah, we would have these would be the same women that sit up here and say, y'all black men don't take care of y'all kids. Y'all black men this, y'all black men that. It's sad, man. The hypocrisy, the disingenuous behavior, the contradictions, man, it's just wild. Someone else says he got this on the ring cam. Take this bush to court and get full custody. Someone else says, I guarantee she has to always figure it out when she has stuff to do. I don't like how she did it, but clearly she needs help. So someone else says, doesn't even think of the impact on the child. It's all about me person. So once again, guys, y'all let me know down below, man. What do y'all think, man? Like I said, this is just it's sad. It's sad. It's sick, right? It's sad. It's sick. But once again, 9 times out of 10, she has most of the custody. 9 times out of 10, that child is fully in her custody. And she will probably pull up an excuse. Oh, well, I had something to do. Oh, well, you never take care of your kids. They will always try to spin it back on the man. And it's sad because, once again, the courts know this, but they will continue to enable it. So, let me use favor, let me like, let me comment, subscribe to the channel.